Hello my dear friends and welcome to the channel again. This video is about clipless cleats and clipless shoes. More specifically, it's about mountain bike shoes and road bike shoes. But I will be looking at that at a bit of a different angle. I haven't seen any videos on the internet or any articles on the web which discuss this issue. So maybe it's just me, maybe it's my problem, maybe you've experienced that as well, or maybe you're yet to experience it. So this is about cleat rotation on the shoe and plate that supports the cleat inside the sole rotation on the shoe. And I will explain. Also, this video is about two shoe brands, one being Gaerne, both Italian, Gaerne, and another one is Chrono. Okay, let's go. First I'll just quickly talk about Chinese shoes versus branded, mostly Italian shoes. As you probably know, there's lots of bicycle parts, carbon wheels, stems, whatnot, you name it, frames, which are very good if you buy them directly from China. Great quality parts, no problems with that whatsoever. But for some reason, if we're talking about shoes or cycling shorts, apparel, bibs, I'm yet to find a good Chinese brand which produces those. So unfortunately, you need to pay the price for the good quality shoes, and you cannot get them from China at this stage. That's my experience anyway. Yours may be different. So I'm stuck to those expensive brands. Now I will come back to the brands a little bit later. I'll try to explain everything in chronological order. So that's your mountain bike shoe. The main difference being the cleat on the sole of the shoe is recessed, so it's a little bit easier to walk. Also, the pedal is double-sided. That's another difference. Also, the cleat surface is a lot smaller on this shoe. And this is a road bike shoe. The cleat protrudes above the sole. It's made out of plastic, unlike mountain bike, which is steel. Shimano standard size, SPD and SPD SL, by the way, SPD SL being road standard. And another big difference, and I'll talk about that in more detail as well, it's the number of the bolts. So road cleat has 3 bolts, mountain bike has 2 bolts, and they are on one axle, like that. 2 bolts are placed like that on the cleat. So the problem with 2 bolts, and this Chrono shoe in particular, was that the actual cleat is attached to a metal plate inside of the sole, which runs along guides, so you can move it up and down. And what happened was the cleat turned together with the plate inside of the sole, and so I was, as you probably know, the way to undo the cycling shoes is you turn your heel this way or this way. I was trying to unclip so that I could stand as I was stopping on a bicycle, and I couldn't because the cleat was turning together with the pedal. Okay? So what has happened was a combination of 2 factors. One factor, Chrono cycling shoes. They don't produce their soles. Soles are produced by a different company. Now, that company, unfortunately, there is not a lot of information on the internet about it, but I was able to find the internal structure of this particular shoe, which is Chrono cross-country mountain bike shoe. And the race is there. There's a lot of space between the cleat plate and the races. So that's one problem. Another problem, the sole material is really soft. So they say it's a combination of nylon and carbon infused nylon. It's really soft. Cycling shoes shouldn't be that soft. And slippery as well. As you probably know, nylon plastic is slippery. So, a combination of those factors leads to a disaster. But if it was exactly the same construction on a road bike shoe with 3 bolts, I wouldn't have that problem, because 3 bolts is a much sturdier structure. Not one plane, but triangular plane prevents it from twisting. So I do not think that you will ever have this twisting problem on a road bike shoe. Anyway, I have contacted Chrono and they said, hey, here's the problem. I almost smashed my skull against the concrete because of that. Are you able to help me? Maybe send me a replacement plate or replacement shoe. It still comes under warranty, still within 2 years. Unfortunately, they did not acknowledge the problem. They said, no, you just didn't screw the plate tight enough, and that's why it was twisting. So they did not acknowledge structural or manufacturing design fault of the shoe. They said, began contact the seller, the shop. I tried contacting the shop as well, no luck. So yeah, I guess just bad luck, but I could have predicted that with that structure. It's not very reliable, just 1 plane, 2 bolts. I'm sure that I'm probably in the minority. Probably not a lot of people experience that problem. But here we are. In general, Chrono shoe, very soft sole. I don't recommend it. Looks nice, looks sexy, aerodynamic for a mountain bike shoe, yeah, definitely. 2 bore dials, very good. It's very convenient. I don't recommend cycling shoes with 1 bore dial, by the way, because that creates uneven pressure on your foot. But in terms of the sole is terrible. Top, no problems at all. Very good quality top. Sole, crap. So yeah, just throw them away, get rid of them. Gaerne, on the other hand, apart from being road cleat, protected against twisting just by the structure of the 3 bolts. Also, carbon sole, very stiff, extremely stiff, very comfy, a little bit lighter, just probably because of the sole, less rubber on the sole. 2 bore dials as well. This is Chrono as well, but this is the model Gaerne Chrono, CHRONO. Very good shoe. The top of the line is a different one. This is the second one from the top. Extremely comfy, light, maybe just a little bit hot for the hottest weather, but safe. You will not have this twisting. So when you decide which one should I get? Should I get mountain bike pedals and shoes, or should I get road? You will find lots of those videos on the internet which talk about surface surface of the cleat and the contact area with the pedal. This doesn't make any sense to me at all, by the way, because the sole itself is your surface of contact. It's really stiff sole, it's carbon. There's no flex whatsoever. I cannot bend it in any way, it's not bendable. So this is your contact surface, not this little plate here. I don't understand why they keep bragging on about the contact surface of the pedal, but in terms of clipping and unclipping of road bike, yeah, obviously they're not double-sided pedals, but don't be afraid of that. They are weighted in a way that they always come engaging your foot at the same position. So you know what to expect and you know how to clip into it once you have some experience. And the force and the feel of engagement is really good. It's a lot, in my experience, again, it's a lot better than a mountain bike. So unless you intend on walking a lot in the shoes, then I would definitely get road bike shoes. Even for the city, where you have to unclip them a lot, put your foot on the ground with the traffic lights, I would still get road bike shoes. Very convenient, very reliable, very nice feeling overall, nice positive feeling of engagement, reliable. Shimano SPDSL pedals are great from technical point of view, lots of bearings. I wouldn't discuss it in this video, but very good. Some manufacturers make very good road pedals. So I highly recommend road shoes, but mostly because of this 3-bolt construction, so that you don't experience twists. That's my experience anyway. Thank you.